こんにちは。Welcome to Learn Japanese with Masa Sensei. This is episode 76. Today in this episode we will learn about conditional form nara. Now let's go. Conditional form nara means if or when. The function is to respond to someone in a given context. Regarding the other conditional words, you can set a context by yourself. However, you can use conditional form nara only when given a context. So for example, Tanaka-sanが行くなら私も行きます。Tanaka-sanが行くなら私も行きます。This means, if Tanaka-san goes, I will go too. With this example, Tanaka-san first said, I will go to the drinking session. 私は飲み会に行きます。And then you respond to it like, if you said so, then I will do that too. The conjugation is just to attach nara to plain form. So for example, 行きます plain form is 行く. So you just put together with nara. 行くなら。食べます plain form is 食べる. So you will just put together with nara. 食べるなら. However, you don't attach da when you use noun and na-adjective. Now let's practice some conjugation. 食べます. So we will make this into plain form. 食べる and then put together with nara. 食べるなら。食べるなら. This means if you eat. Now how do we say if you don't eat? 食べません becomes 食べない. So you put together with nara. 食べないなら。食べないなら. This is if you don't eat. How about if you ate? 食べました becomes 食べた. And then you put together with nara. 食べたなら。食べたなら. If you didn't eat, 食べませんでした becomes 食べなかった. And put together with nara. 食べなかったなら。食べなかったなら. Now let's look at eat adjective. If it's expensive. Expensive is 高い. So you put together with nara. 高いなら。高いなら. If it's cold. Cold is 寒い. So 寒いなら。寒いなら. If it's good. Good is いい. So いいなら。いいなら. Now let's look at na-adjective. So for na-adjective or noun, you don't have to put da. So for example, if it's convenient, convenient is 便利. So 便利なら。便利なら. If it's famous, famous is 有名. So 有名なら。有名なら. If it's safe, safe is 安全. So 安全なら。安全なら. So let's make some example sentences. As I mentioned, when we use nara, we need a context. So this is a conversation between A-san and B-san. A-san says, Is there anyone who can speak Japanese? To speak Japanese is 日本語を話します. We will make this into dictionary form. 日本語を話す. Can do something is dictionary form plus ことができます. So, 日本語を話すことができます. This means can speak Japanese. Now this is a relative clause, so we will put 人 at the end. And then we want to say is there, so we will use いますか? Before います, the particle is が. So, 日本語を話すことができる人がいますか？日本語を話すことができる人がいますか？ And then B-san replies, If you're talking about Japanese, Tom-san can speak it. So here, if you're talking about Japanese, after Japanese, we will use nara. So, 日本語なら Tom-san can speak. トムさんが話すことができますよ。日本語ならトムさんが話すことができますよ。日本語ならトムさんが話すことができますよ。Now let's look at another example. Again, this is a conversation between A-san and B-san. A-san says, I want to read a Japanese book. Japanese book is 日本語の本。want to read will become 読みたいです。So, 日本語の本を読みたいです。日本語の本を読みたいです。And then B-san says, If you want to read, shall I lend mine? If you want to read. So want to read is 読みたい。So after this you will put なら。読みたいなら、読みたいなら。Mine is 私の。To lend something is 貸します。Shall I will become 貸しましょうか？私のを貸しましょうか？ Shall I lend mine? 読みたいなら私のを貸しましょうか？読みたいなら私のを貸しましょうか？ Now let's look at the third example. So A-san says, I will go for shopping. Shopping is 買い物。So, 買い物に行きます。is I will go for shopping. 私は買い物に行きます。私は買い物に行きます。And then B-san says, Please buy eggs if you go shopping. So, if you go shopping will be 買い物なら eggs is 卵。Please buy. To buy is 買います。Please do something is 手フォーム plus ください。So it becomes 買ってください。買い物なら卵を買ってください。買い物なら卵を買ってください。So, to sum up, conditional form nara is only used when there is a context. So it's often used in a conversation. So this is all for today. Thank you very much for listening. I hope it was helpful for you. I will see you in the next episode. ありがとうございます。バイバイ。